What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Pardon the sprawl of randomness happening behind me, but today we are going to be doing some fishing along the rocks. I have some fiddler crabs that I'm going to be messing around with, some artificials. It's going to be a pretty straightforward, simple process. I'm fishing from land, so we're keeping things easy. If I catch one fish, that would be a win. It's been tough recently with the freeze that we had. 2 to 3 inches of snow in Charleston is absolutely ridiculous, but here we are. You never know. And of course now it's like 65 to 70 degrees for the rest of the week. The weather's just wild. All right, we are out here. Unfortunately, with the outgoing tide, the water's nowhere nearly as clear as I expected it to be. But it's not chocolate milk. It's somewhere in the middle. So we might be able to get a fish or two. I find in the wintertime, water clarity can really be everything for these sheep's head. I'm literally just gonna be dropping all along these rocks, and I'm not gonna really be waiting too long for these bites. I wanna keep on moving. It's only around 3 feet deep off of these rocks from any angle. So you really wanna be able to move around and try to locate them. It's really shallow out here, and it's only going out. Man, that's crazy. It's only like 2 hours after high tide, when normally on a high tide, this whole place is covered up. So I try to time it just after high tide, a couple hours at least. Yeah, dude, I should have got here like dead high. Oh, here we go. That's a bite, that's a bite. Wait, what? That had to have been a bite. That felt like a bite for sure. But then I just set the hook into a snag. I don't know. Just the thing about sheep's heads, they're so subtle with their bites. So even like a slight rub up against a rock or an oyster can trick you. What's up, dolphin? You gonna come eat all my sheep's head? All right, we're taking a walk. Walk it down. We're gonna try to go, I don't know. We're just gonna walk and look to see if we can spot anything cruising along the shallows, because I'm really surprised it's this low already. I thought I timed it right, and I was planning it with the tide to be lower than normal, so that just goes to show how much lower it is. Like, it's crazy. It's still like a 6.5 to 7 foot tidal difference. It's just gonna be nowhere near a flood tide today. It's supposed to be like a negative 0.8 foot low tide, but really it's gonna probably get like 1.5 feet below the normal low tide mark. I had a fishing charter the other day, and it was like the slowest charter I've had in a freaking year. Ever since that freeze, man, these fish have been really hit or miss, and a lot of the places where I fish have been mainly miss. And to get to the areas that are much better this time of year with the cold water, there's so many no wake zones, so I really am limited to fishing the areas that are not as good. We still caught like 5 sheep's head, but I mean, for a 4-hour trip, that's pretty bad. And the worst I've had in a year, like I said. Water looks gorgeous on the right side. It's all protected from the wind, so all the sediment's settled. It's like an aquarium if you added fish. So many dolphins out and about. It means there's gotta be something around here, right? Of course, now I've wandered so far from my bait that it's guaranteed I'm gonna get a bite, and then I'll have to walk all the way back. Getting into the danger zone with slipperiness. Once you start seeing that algae growing, you know you're about to eat. Any further than this, I'm probably gonna die, so. Nobody wants a little crabby. All right, enough of the organic shit. We got the little salty Ned shrimps right there, 2.5 inch profile. I'm gonna work this baby low and slow. Slow as pro when that water's, 48 degrees, like, it's so cold. This is the tried and true method to catching an absolute beast of a rock. Boulder bite's gonna pop off the charts, boys. Can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. I missed the tide. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Come here, you stupid fish. Might have to post up on a dock or something. I don't know, man. Come on, dude. There we go. Oh, I caught a tunicate. Hell yeah. This is that super realistic action of a small shrimp absolutely dogging the current and working its way with ease back upstream. Surely we'll get interest from a predator. Oh yeah. Stud, dude. That's what we want, baby. Got the old stonefish. Oh, shit. Woo! Hello. Ooh. That was bound to happen eventually. I've seen so many videos on my Instagram recently of dolphins riding the wakes of these big cargo ships. And ever since I've seen them, I've wanted to get one for myself. But I don't see them jumping here. It's crazy how close those ships look like they are, but they're so much further away than you think. They're just massive. And that's not even a big one. Oh, dude, this fog is crazy. This weather rolling in is kind of nuts. Oh, wow, that's a sight right there. Holy. It's weird. It's not really thick fog. It's almost like a cross between fog and stratus clouds, but there's enough wind where it is just getting blown in. And there's no clouds in the sky other than the fog. It's just like this super weird look. Wow. Huh. It's almost eerie, and there's the cargo ship foghorn out in the distance. This is going to be a really interesting sight. It is getting, yeah, it's getting blown in now. And just like that, we are blanketed. It's a pretty crazy feeling. That air is dropping in temperature. It is now like 10 degrees cooler. Is it messed up that I want these two things to collide? No, I'm just kidding. I don't want that to happen. But there's literally two huge cargo ships somewhere out there, and they're just blaring their foghorns left and right. We're gonna call it a day on this spot for fishing though. I've got my little fiddler crabs I'm gonna release. All right, little homies. Best of luck. Okay, sun is going down. We've got about 30 minutes and about half of a GoPro battery. We're gonna try this one spot real quick. I was gonna go somewhere else originally, but there's a bunch of construction and then I got hungry, had to get some food. I ended up killing a lot of time that I probably shouldn't have, but we still got a little bit to maybe get something here, so let's get after it. It is also just freaking cold right now, man. Like frigid. I don't know what happened, but like the air just got super cold. It's probably in the 40s, 45, something like that. Like, it's frigid. My legs are cold and my legs never get cold. All right, let's catch a fish around this dock. Well, I've never been able to walk along the bank like this and fish these docks. Usually it's all the way up into the marsh where it's muddy, but with this negative low tide, I've got access to the sandy bottom. And it's pretty fun to be able to pick apart these docks. Although unfortunately, I haven't seen any fish or got any bites. All right, we're gonna chuck the spoon out in the middle and try to get a bluefish. You know, I feel like this spoon's just too heavy and you gotta work it too fast. I guess I just suck. Definitely didn't come from a lack of effort. We gave it our all. That is an octopus. A lot of people don't realize that we have them, but they're around for sure. A very rare sight. I've only seen 2 alive, but they're here.